So it is my great pleasure to introduce Amer Matar, Chief Technology Officer at Moneris, to accept this award.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Shiv. That was an outstanding introduction to what we've introduced in the market, and it's been introduced with NetSuite in California, and we're proud to bring a general availability in Canada pretty soon. Thank you, ITAC, for recognizing us. Thank you, fellow partners, customers, and congratulations, fellow winners. On behalf of my team, who's around my table, we accept the award. We're proud to accept it, and we're proud to be part of this community to bring forward innovation in Canada. A little bit about Moneris. For those that don't know us, we're the premier payment provider in Canada. We process about 40% of payment transactions in Canada, serve a lot of our national accounts, large accounts, and a pretty big piece of the business in the small accounts in Canada. We're across the channel from online payments, physical payments, and mobile payments. And we pride ourselves by being the end-to-end provider of preeminent solution provider in payments and technology across the channel from physical, e-commerce, mobile. And we own the technology end-to-end. And we say that we secure your transaction, we guarantee it, and we make sure that it's all guaranteed around the cycle, and we move your funds transparently. A little bit about the solution. So NetSuite is a partner that we did this with. NetSuite is a cloud-based payment provider for ERP. They house your inventory and your customer-based information for small and medium-sized businesses. Big e-com player, if you're a store that manufactures or sells furniture or any manufacturing type of product, and you're starting an organization, you're likely to do it on NetSuite as a cheap solution, sort of the Salesforce of the ERP platform. I hope Microsoft is not here because they're a big partner of ours, and we do a lot of work with them, and we are an ERP customer of Microsoft, but another huge cloud platform. And NetSuite's objective was to actually transform their business from being e-commerce only to being in store, and sell the final product for that manufacturer in the store and fulfill the product lifecycle and the ERP implementation, and make sure it delivers from sale to manufacturing. In the API economy, we've been in the API economy enabling the e-commerce online market in Canada for about 10 years. And the team around the table there are probably the preeminent sort of payment provider and the API providers of e-commerce payments in the Canadian marketplace, and one of the best in the North American space. And so what we transformed is basically an e-com experience where you can integrate easily in the e-commerce space to a physical space where some of our customers around the table know that the integration is pretty difficult and can take about 3 months, brought it down to about 3 weeks in total. And in some cases, we've had some of the talented developers that work with us implementing in about a week. The significance of that is two-stream. Is in a traditional marketplace where it takes us an integration of about 3 months to allow a different payment type, or allow for Apple Pay to be accepted, or allow for Android Pay and Google Pay to be accepted, allow that to happen on an ongoing basis in about 3 weeks. And how we do that is by separating the integration from from a local perspective, from a payment from a device to a PC, to the payment device into the cloud, and the PC into the cloud, and establishing that connection in the cloud. The engineering that goes behind that to enable that is massive, because you gotta enable about 300,000 connections at any moment in time. And at any moment in time, you gotta process about 600 or 700 transactions per second. So the actual engineering and the software development behind making sure that that happens in a robust manner, in a scalable manner, and in a manner that makes sure that my money, Amer, doesn't go into my colleague Patrick around the table is pretty significant. And I know each one of you around the table and around this room would care if your money moved into somebody else's account. So it's pretty significant, it's pretty intense, and it's pretty important to make sure scalability, availability, performance, and actually the integrity of all these things happen in a pretty efficient manner. Just a little bit about the team. I pride myself by surrounding myself with young people that come from diverse backgrounds. Some of my best people come from an engineering background, but some of my most talented people come from an arts background with a pretty strong intuition into design and development. And that's what makes this team pretty diverse in backgrounds, ethnicity, and contribution to what we do as an organization and what we do to make sure that we win in the marketplace. I thank you for recognizing us. I thank you, fellow recipients, for your contribution and for winning. And I congratulate you. And I thank our partners and our customers around the table. Thank you.